guys, it's Addicted to Beauty here. How are y'all doing on this Wednesday? Today I'm going to give you guys a tutorial on how I do my eyebrows. I am using MadLuvv brow stamp. I have been using this product for about, I want to say, a good couple months, maybe 2, 3, going on 4 months. I've been using this product and I absolutely love it. It is a definite game changer. It's super simple, super quick for you girls who have to do their eyebrows. As you can see, my natural brows are just super light and don't necessarily match my hair. And when it comes to me doing my makeup, I prefer to have a darker brow rather than a light brow. So my girls who feel the same, this product is a 10 out of 10. Definite recommend for you. Today you'll be needing the brow stamp. I got it off their website, and you could just look up MadLuvv brows on your browser and it'll pop up. You go to the website, pick your color out. I picked brunette as my color. There's, I want to say 5 or 6 different colors. I could be wrong. It's been a couple months since I've bought this. This product lasts a super long time. You only need one. When I originally bought it, I bought the stamper kit. So it came with the stamper, the little brush, and then 4 different stencils. There was more than 4 stencils, excuse me. It came with a bunch of different size stencils. And when it comes to the stencils, you just kind of match it up to your brow and whatever one fits best for you. So it came with 5 different stencils. And when I originally got it, this is how I figured out my size and what stencil matched best with me. I took the stencil and I just kind of matched it up to my brow, and whatever one fit my whole brow and fit all the hair into it, I've just gone with that one. And my size is, if I could grab it out, I've been using this for so long, like the color and the size is going away. I use size number 4. So you'll need your stencil, your stamper, as well as your little spoolie brush. And sometimes when it comes to me doing my makeup, I end up making a lot of mistakes, especially with my brows. It's just hard for me personally, even with the stamper, to get it perfect the first shot. So I grab my makeup remover as well as a couple of cotton swabs just to clean up any mistakes or anything. So I'm gonna grab my headband and just put it on and push back all my baby hairs so they don't get in the way. And we're gonna go ahead and open up our stamper. This is what it looks like on the inside. You have your stamper and then the pomade. And I just go ahead and I push it down into the pomade a couple of different times just to make sure the product gets onto the little stamper fully. And we're gonna go ahead and just line up our stamper with our brow. And then once you have it lined up perfectly, I hold it like so. I kind of hold the end part with my middle finger and then the inner corner with my pointer finger. And then we'll go ahead and start stamping. When I start at the end of my brow, and I make sure it's darker over here and lighter towards the inner part. So we're just gonna go ahead and push it on. I just dab it down super quick. I don't know why. It's just what I personally do, and I feel works best for me. You're gonna look extremely funky, and it's definitely scary, especially because you see the product is on the plastic part of the stamper, but I promise you when you pull it off, it looks nothing like this. So once you've applied the product, go ahead and pull it off. It's super dark at first, which I'm okay with. That's why we have our little brush. So I go ahead and I just brush the product through my eyebrow just to make sure anywhere where the stamper didn't get it, we can just brush it through. And this brush also helps to make sure everything is getting distributed properly and nothing is darker than the other side. So once you've brushed your brow, it looks a little funky because when you brush it, it kind of drags the product down like a lot off of your natural brow. So that's exactly why I have my makeup remover, because I don't want my eyebrow going all the way down to my eyeball. That just looks funky to me. So I'm just gonna clean it up a little. And sometimes I tend to get product on my skin, so I just go ahead and clean it off. Like so. And then once you're done with your first brow, you're going to want to clean off your stencil, because if you just automatically go and put it on this side, that product that's on the plastic is going to get on your skin, so then it looks like it's going to look like your eyebrows like all the way up here. So I'm just going to go ahead and clean this off. I just kind of take my cotton swab with my makeup remover. That's what I use to clean it off, just to make sure there's no product or residue, because we don't want to look like we have 10 eyebrows. Not today. And then I'm going to go ahead and get more pomade onto my stamper. And then once you've gotten your product on there, we're going to do the same thing we did with this brow, and we're going to just go ahead and line it up. If you need to brush your brow before, just to make sure your hairs are all in line, definitely go ahead. And then I just line it up. This brow is a little funky for me because I don't know why. I feel like on this eyebrow I don't have as much hair, so I have to like line it up oddly to make sure everything gets on it correct. I'm just gonna grab a little bit more pomade, and then I hold it down, start at the end of my brow, and then work to the front of it. And like I said, you're gonna look funky. It's gonna look like you have this eyebrow product all over your skin, but once you pull off the stencil, it's not gonna be everywhere. It's just gonna be on your brow. Hello, TE5 Cali D. How are you doing? Okay, and go ahead and pull it off. Boom. This is what I'm talking about. Sometimes the reason why I get product on my skin when I'm stamping it on, I kind of stamp it over the stencil. So that's why I accidentally overdo it, but that's okay. That's why we have our handy dandy makeup remover. Makeup remover is the best thing in the world, I believe, because when you have mistakes, it's like an eraser. Just get rid of it. Super simple. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm having a good day. I feel like today's gonna be a good day, so I'm doing good. You have any plans today? And then I'm just gonna go ahead and brush my brow like we did originally on the first side, just to make sure the product gets distributed evenly and it doesn't look like super rough. And I also enjoy brushing the brow to make it kind of look more natural and not so dark and caked on, if that makes any sense. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up my brow a little bit on this side because I don't want a super long eyebrow. And then once you've applied your product, I kind of go back and forth between like filling in both brows because I don't get the product on fully the first try. I don't know why. I'm not a professional. And I don't like to have a super thick brow like this big and stuff, so I kind of I kind of take my makeup remover and just kind of thin down the size, I guess you could say, and make it not so big and bulky. Okay. And then once we've cleaned it up, I'm just gonna go ahead and clean my stencil because I'm just gonna use it and kind of go back through and fill in the little bald spots we have so everything is even and the same. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and get more pomade onto my stamper. And then after I've applied the product to my brows, when I go back through and fill everything in, I just line up the stamper a little bit and then I just kind of lightly apply the product to where I'm needing assistance so it doesn't look so messed up. I'm gonna get a little bit more product. I'm just gonna apply it a little bit here. Like so. Now it's more even and we don't got no bald spots going on. I'm gonna grab another cotton swab and just do one final touch to clean everything up. And then once you clean everything up, you can go ahead and stop here if you prefer and if you like the way your brows look. But when it comes to me doing my brows, I like to kind of cut my brow. I guess that's what I like to call it. When I put concealer underneath my brow, I just feel like it gives more of a definition to my brows and just brings more life to it in a sense. So I'm just gonna finish up with the pomade. And then when it comes to me cutting my brow, sorry I'm looking down, I'm trying to grab my stuff because I was not prepared. I use a flat-headed brush like this. It's not necessarily fluffy, it's just kind of squared and flat. Get a flat-headed brush and your favorite concealer. I use Tarte, and what I do is I take my brush, my concealer brush, and then I take my square flat brush and I get some of the concealer on it. It doesn't necessarily matter how much or how little you use. It just is kind of depending on your preference and how you like your brow to be cut. So I just kind of fill up the whole brush, and then I just go ahead and cut my brow and just apply the concealer right onto my brow bone. And I'll kind of show you guys the difference before I go through and do the other side, just so everybody can see what I'm talking about. And then once I've kind of made my line on where I want to cut everything, I just kind of blend everything downwards towards my eyelid, so it doesn't look like you have a line of concealer and then your skin and then whatever makeup you have going on down there, because you don't want to look like a little tiger with tiger stripes. So I just kind of blend everything in as I go down my eye, just to give it more of a natural look. And I blend everything outwards here, and I blend everything down by the end of my brow, and I kind of just use my finger to just smudge it out a little to help with the natural look. So as you guys can see, I'm trying to focus the light in on the subject. As you can see, with the concealer, it kind of defines your brow and gives it more of a structured look. And without the concealer, it looks more on the natural side. So you guys can pick whatever you prefer and how you guys prefer your brows to look. I prefer this side, especially when I do a full face of makeup with eyeshadow and everything. It definitely looks a lot better. And I prefer it on a day-to-day basis, even when I do no makeup, because I prefer that defined look. So if you prefer this look, go ahead. If you prefer this look, go ahead. I'm just gonna go through and do my other brow real quick. Got my product on my brush, and then I'm just gonna do the same technique we did on this side. I just kind of start off with a straight line and just follow my brow bone. I need a bit more product. My brush is kind of drying out, so I gotta get it wet again. There we go. Okay. Ooh, I almost used the wrong side. Hi, Marcel. How are you doing? So once you've kind of created your line, that's kind of a huge thing that helps with this structured look. I start off with creating that line, and once that line's been made, that's when I start to blend everything downwards towards my eyelid. And then you can also use your finger and just smudge everything and help blend everything. Like so. And then once you guys are satisfied with your brows, go ahead and take your favorite setting spray. I use Morph Continuous Setting Mist, and just go ahead and set your face for a good look for the whole day. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial on how to do your brows using MadLuvv Brow Stamper, and I